Hello everyone, and welcome to another game of World of Warships. Today it's one of my replays, and I'm in the Shimakaze, a tier 10 Japanese destroyer. I'm on the map Shatter, in a 3-point domination game. Obviously it's a tier 10 battle, there is no carrier. There is just one, well, I mean, the enemy has one battleship, we have 2 battleships, so the matchmaker is once again utterly drunk. There are 5 destroyers, I don't know. This is a game played at prime time, by the way, not at a weird time in the middle of the night, so... anyway, I'm divisioned with Youth and Viper, so I have a Rooster and a Holland here with me. And for some reason our Minotaur is charting through there. Now I've tried... Well, I was hoping that the cover would just come running this way and sail into my torps. Of course, that Mino is pushing probably with Hydro, which means the cover will never come through here now. We'll see what that Minotaur does. Like, I wouldn't recommend for a Minotaur to push through this. Like, he can't... A Minotaur is smoked, but right, there is, for example, the Charles pretty close. There is probably the Albemarle in there. Like, there are probably Hydros on the other side of this island. And that means your smoke isn't gonna do anything. And a Minotaur, like, you really don't want to be detected with that many ships over there. But we will see what happens. Meanwhile, we have a YOLO Emilio grabbing B, who has probably made the cover run away, and we have complete control over A. It looks like there are about 3 enemies to a massive force, so I hope they just push in and roll over those enemies and then help us, because we are kinda outnumbered. Now, Marco Polo is pushing this way. My torps aren't quite reloaded yet, but, well, we will see. I mean, nothing really stops the enemy team from pushing us here too much. Well, I guess torpedoes, right? Have Viper here in the Holland who is going torp towards them. I'm gonna torp towards them. Maybe that keeps them in line. The Marco Polo has already decided that pushing is not something he wants to do, so that's good news for us, I guess. And yeah, I've got my torps again. The Marco Polo is unfortunately, meanwhile, like, I mean, it looks like he's going to go behind this island, so I can't really torp him. I might be able to torp the Albemarle though. Also, our Minotaur somehow managed to sink the Benson and is still alive, so that's nice. Is the Marco Polo like going to beach himself against the island? I don't know. So I will give them one salvo. Not sure what he's going to do. And then we are going to try to torp the Albemarle instead. Once again, it's one of those things, right? Is the Albemarle really gonna come around here sailing in a straight line? Then again, nothing is really going to stop him because we... Oh, I'm detected. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. It's not like we have ships here anymore, right? Except for a Holland. There's nobody gonna shoot him, so... There you go. That's nice. Now, meanwhile, we've lost the YOLO Emilio in the center. It looks like he was pushed by a Smolensk, right? And obviously Smolensks have Hydros, so... his smoke won't do much, and Smolensk DPM is gonna eat any destroyer in a very short time. So, meanwhile, at the A side, it's going interesting. It looks like there were maybe a few more ships than anticipated, but our team is sorta-ish pushing in. It's a bit weird, so this should be cornered, right? He's between the Fletcher and the Mogami. And... well, there goes our Minotaur. I mean, I'm mostly surprised that the Minotaur survived this long. So I'm gonna smoke up my friend in the Rooster here. And then we're gonna take this cap. Now he can maybe farm the Smolensk or something. Not sure if anyone is going to push here from the other side. The question is, what are we going to do here, right? We are still 3 ships here. And there is... the Shimakaze here, there's an Buki somewhere, there's the Marco Polo that might be around here, there's the Khabarovsk that might be around here. So we could be trying to stick around here and fight them off, or we could try to take B, maybe pincer the Smolensk or something, and reunite with our forces on the other side. I mean, taking another camp is definitely not a bad move, of course points could be rather important. So the Marco Polo was seen coming this way, right? They torp, so if the Marco Polo decides to go this way, he might be sailing into them. He'd definitely be in range. And I'll keep one launcher because there might be a close encounter if I go towards B. And there are some torps coming there. So here's the thing. The Kitakaze is probably flanking us there, right? The Ibuki might be with it. The Marco Polo has already left. I guess we could all three try to hunt down the Kitakaze, but I think grabbing the B-cap is better long-term investment for me here. And I mean, my two division mates might even be able to get the Kitakaze, exactly. Yeah, they caught it with radar. Let's hope they're gonna sink it.
Concentrate fire on that enemy warship.
Now with the Marco Polo on the other side, it also means my division mate isn't going to be shotted by a battleship most likely, unless he gets a few salvos here through this gap. But I don't think he'll linger there for too long. So I've made it to the beacon. And so far, nobody is stopping me. The Marco Polo is coming this way. We don't know where the cub is. We haven't seen the cub in a long time, right? Could be anywhere. And I'm radared by the Nevsky. Well, I mean, the Nevsky is pretty far away, and I don't think anyone is gonna shoot me. But the enemy definitely knows where I am. That's never good if you want to ambush somebody with torpedoes. Now, this Marco Polo is definitely gonna be careful here. Well, so I guess we're going to figure out if that's gonna be the case. So meanwhile, we are still holding on to A. Ship-wise, we are one ship ahead, I think. Yeah. And oh, this Marco Polo is actually getting really close. But when you look at me, you can see he's already turning away. But we will see if that keeps, or if he's going to, or what he's gonna do. So I'm going to peek here a little bit. I'm gonna launch some torps, just in case he's actually coming in here. But when you look at the map, he's probably gonna turn away, right? The problem is, if I go further so that I get different torp angles, then he's gonna spot me, right? Somebody is taking the C-cap, probably the Khabarovsk. Meanwhile, my division mates have found the Kaze again. So I've got this cap, right? Okay, we can see the shells here. So it's turned around, the Marco Polo is leaving again. And he can't see me right now, or he almost can't see me, so let's slow down here. This is he's basically directly at the edge of my concealment there. So I should have potentially used both launches. But then again, like, if those hit one is enough, Shima Torps hurt like a truck. First I was thinking he might be going too fast, and when he started slowing down, I kind of lost. Oh, and I managed to get myself detected. Yeah, okay, but it's fine, it's fine. Those were a bit of wasted torps there. So, we got the Marco Polo. That's good news. We are now 6 ships against 4 with more caps and more points. This is looking great. Then again, I mean, it also depends on ship health. My friend is, like Harland, is on very low health. Let's have a look around. Booster's still okay. Yugumo, yeah, the Fletcher is barely holding on, and the Fiji, and I mean, it's a Fiji, right? It's wait, why is there Fiji? There is a Fiji because he's divisioned with a tier 8, and then a good 8, okay. That's probably what screwed up the matchmaker here in the first place. But anyway, so my thought process here is the Ibuki might just come into this cap, right? Turn in here, nose towards me, and then sail in. Then those torps would hit. He could also go behind this island, in which case he might emerge here, or he might just sit behind this island for a while. Now, the Khabarovsk has got a bit of a spanking early on, and somebody in chat said something about the smoke Khabarovsks, I think, early on. This would mean that the Khabar can't heal. So if the Khabar took a lot of damage early on, and is running smoke, that means I should be able to gun it down. I mean, Shimakaze, obviously a Khabarovsk outguns me, but you know, if the health difference is big enough, it doesn't matter. So I'm still considering if there is a way that I can help get the Ibuki. Or if I should just go and try to face off against the Khabarovsk. So the Ibuki seems to be a bit of reversing. Yeah, we'll give it some torps. I definitely don't want to be in a gunfight with an Ibuki that can see me. So we can see the shells coming from here. So that's the cover. cover is somewhat close. There are some friendly torps coming from the right, but you know, there is no more team damage in the game, so I don't have to be careful there. But it's obviously nice to let them pass, because they could hit an enemy. This Ibuki is burning pretty heavily, so okay, we are going to try to... Oh wait, I should have launched it, honestly. I should have launched those torpedoes. The Ibuki might actually emerge. There could even, they would have the reach for the Nevsky, although the Nevsky is probably not going to sit still. Nevsky is charging the booster. Then again, I mean, having the torps here might also not be a bad idea, so we're going to blind torp the smoke. And while I think the cover is pretty low, I haven't really seen his hit points, right? In a while. And I mean, if I had seen them early on in the game, I forgot. There is the Ibuki, that would obviously help the cover. I do have a smoke myself, so I can disappear. And, oh. Yeah, okay, I got the count. So, good news there. You know, I'm running Yamamoto on the Shimakaze, which means if I would get 5 kills, I'd even get a heal. Not that I need a heal right now, mind you. And I'm still only at 3. But there is a possibility in the future. We have 3 destroyers against 3 cruisers. Now, destroyers are pretty good at taking camps, but cruisers are pretty good at destroying destroyers, I guess. Especially since they still have a radar. The Nevsky, I think, was very low, but there's heals, so might recover a bit of that. The Ibuki is, I think, still pretty healthy. And this Ibuki is, well, I mean, we are halfway there again. So my plan currently is potentially charge him. Ibuki and Hydro, which is going to be an issue. Then again, there is no guarantee that he has Hydro going right now. So I use one launcher there. In 30 seconds I'll have another. This was in case the Ibuki comes through here, right? But it doesn't look like it. For some reason, my Yugumo is trying to gunboat an Ibuki. There is absolutely no reason to try that. There is an island here in cover. He can't just run away and disappear. The Ibuki has no... Like, the Ibuki doesn't have the tools to keep this Yugumo spotted, but the Yugumo decides to get into a gunfight. Well, guess I'll just go for it now, full speed ahead. Now, also an Ibuki has torpedoes, right? The thing about coming around here and torpedoing the Ibuki is he could do the same to me, but I can't, like, I don't have much options anymore. Yeah, there's even a Hydro. Now there's the proximity spotting. I mean, the Hydro won't help him at this range. Now, if he torps right now, I might just be dead. But I've committed. There is nothing I can do anymore. And it's not like... yeah, there we go. Either he didn't have torps ready or he didn't react in time. So my division mate came from the other side with some torps. So we got the Ibuki. Now the problem is, right, Epsons. We don't know where the Nevsky is, but it's definitely coming this way. We have an Ibuki most certainly coming this way. It's a shame that we lost the Yugumo, because I feel like with 3 had much better chance. But if he still had the Yugumo who was there, he would have been a perfect position to go around here and grab A, right? Because, well, if the Nevsky remains there, then we can't just, you know, hunt down the Ibuki here. But if he had the imagine if he still had the Yugumo, and the Yugumo, like, he was down there, right? He was already pointing the right way. The Yugumo could have just sailed away there and grabbed it. That would have been ideal. Now, we're not gonna win this points. They're going to push the C cap, so we somehow need to get them. Those islands are a blessing and a curse. They are a blessing because they might allow us to ambush them with torpedoes like I did with the Ibuki earlier, but it means we won't see them coming. And they have a radar. I could go straight towards them, but see, here's the thing, right? If I go straight towards B, and there is the Ibuki, and then I just get raided from the Nevsky that we don't know where it is, then the Ibuki is just gonna find, oh, right, I'm getting... You know, that's the radar I'm talking about. Now, what I could do is, I could try to just charge this island. I mean, I'm currently detected, sure, but I'll decide to go for a more safer option, try to maybe outrun the radar or, like, just survive the duration. Go from a bit farther away. The Ibuki is clearly coming this way, so we're going to send some torps, although I don't know what it's going to do. Is it going to like go nose in and go towards the camp? Probably. The issue with my move here is that we are fighting against time, right? So the radar is gone. The radar is gone almost in the right time, but oh, the Ibuki still got a salvo off. That's bad. It looks like the Ibuki is continuing this way. He might actually decide that points are in their favor now and go like this, and then go back towards A. Also, we still don't know where the Nevsky is. The Nevsky could just... Oh, now we know where the Nevsky is. I was just thinking it could be camping B to stop us. Okay. Now the Nevsky is gonna grab C. That also tells us we need to be like really quick about it. Honestly, I think I should be charging the Nevsky right. Because I'm more like, look at my division mate. He's on 3000 hit points, right? The Nevsky is so gonna murder him even if he tries a torpedo ambush. Like if he tries to YOLO around an island. I'm on 8k health. Well, 8.7, right? I should be able to survive a Nevsky salvo. What I should be doing is I should be charging straight through here and risking it with the Nevsky. What I'm doing instead is going B, right? Now, it's unlikely that I'm going to hit the Ibuki. I could launch more torpedoes. My also concern is, right, look at the clock. If I launch torpedoes now, I probably won't have them again in this game. So if I wanna like, if I run into the Nevsky or something, I might need them. Not that, you know. Camera here, bring me a bit. Thing is, what I actually want to do is I want to unlock the camera and then I want to speed this up. Because, well, there is 1 minute remaining right now. And our only chance is to sink a ship. Now the Ibuki is smart, right? The Ibuki is just going to run away. It's not gonna give me the option to do anything anymore. And that means all it comes down to is, can my division might YOLO that Nevsky? He first has to find the Nevsky. The Nevsky has left the camp, so the Nevsky is probably gonna go for a safe option as well. And I feel like I dropped the ball on this one. I think I really needed to go see and YOLO the Nevsky. So that's a shame. So that brings us to the results. I mean, I did somewhat well, I guess, but in the end of the day, I just feel like I played too safe in the end, right? If I had just rushed in there, maybe I could have, maybe it would have failed regardless, but I feel like the option that I took, the safe option, just didn't actually have a chance of winning. And, you know, if the safe option doesn't work anymore, you might just have to YOLO it. So, yeah. I hope you enjoyed watching this, and I'll see you guys next time.